Ohakim wants political leaders to avoid British mistake in Northern Ireland. Former governor of Imo State, Ohakim, on Saturday warned political leaders in the country to avoid the mistake British made in Northern Ireland in handling the Biafran and independent peoples of Biafra IPOB agitation. Ohakim, who delivered a lecture titled Nigeria, the Leadership Question, at the 2019 Public Service Lecture and Award Ceremony of the University of Ibadan Alumni Association, Imo State Chapter, said the British made avoidable mistake in Northern Ireland. They fell in the trap of believing that because they had power, weapons, soldiers, and experience that dwarfed those of the insurgents, it did not matter what the people thought of them. History tells us that Britain couldn't defeat the Northern Ireland insurgents for more than 20 years. He therefore advised the political leaders to embrace peaceful negotiation to solve the problem of agitation. According to him, President Musa Yar'Adua indeed heeded the advice and succeeded with the Niger Delta militants and amnesty program. Quoting Attila the Hun, he said, "It is never wise to gain by battle what may be gained through bloodless negotiations." He said that there is nothing wrong with Nigeria, but the only thing wrong was with the leadership. Ohakim blamed the traverse of the nation on the unwillingness or incapacity of its leaders to rise to its responsibility, to the challenge of personal example, which is the hallmark of true leadership. He believed that Nigeria can only develop when the leadership considers reworking the country's Articles of Association to unleash the people's potential. So guys, in my own simple interpretation from what the former governor of Imo State, Ohakim, saying is that let there be peaceful dialogue. If there's peaceful dialogue, things will work out. But because of some vested interest, that's why we are not getting what we want. That's why they are seeing other people as not being peaceful. That they are asking for what they are not supposed to be asking for, or maybe they are asking for too much. Because you cannot be beating a child and you expect the child not to cry. It's not possible. But the problem, it is not even only political leaders generally. The problem is even starting from the Southeast people too. The leaders there, maybe is referring to those ones, because it has to start from them. They always say charity begins at home. Because if the so-called political leaders in the Southeast do not see the reason why they need to cooperate with their people, of course, an outsider will not even cherish you, because even your own people do not even, they not give them about you, because everybody is looking for what is going to enter their pockets. Everybody is just being selfish. That is what is happening. Like we always say, it is the same people, the same political leaders in the South, is that they are the ones that are supposed to be making all of this move. But the way it is not really so, because they are just, everybody is just on his own. They are talking about on how to get Igbo presidency. Why the people say we want our Biafra? Because we have watched this whole thing, this whole drama for a very long time, and we have seen that these guys are not really ready to do the needful. It is not even only the Southeast that is really experiencing all of this. It's cut across board. So if the rest people want to continue to follow the pattern, if they are okay with the pattern, good and fine. But they themselves, they have said, no, we cannot continue with this. And the so-called leaders in the Southeast are not helping matter. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's tell ourselves the truth. They are not helping matter. And that is why even at the center, they don't take the people so serious, because even their own leaders are not really ready to go in their line. They don't want to toe into their line, because they themselves, they believe that by the time they get one or two things, they are settled, they are made of. Because they believe that, oh, if we get they talk of marginalization. They are not talking of the marginalization of the infrastructural decay that is happening in the zone, but they are just talking about, how many slots, are being assigned to our region, how many appointments are being assigned to our region. That is just the marginalization they are talking about, not the welfare of the people. Just like the way I always ask, the people who are in power, the ones who know how to play the game, They are just happy because they are getting what they want, but they've forgotten their masses, their own people. And I think maybe their people just love it, okay, because our people are just at the end of affair, and that's it. How is their own life on a daily basis? How are they faring in their own standard of living? Nothing. Just to hear that, oh, our people are there. Our people are there. They are holding one position or the other. Our people are there. They are satisfied. And meanwhile, they are suffering. So since your person is there, is a vice president, your person is a president, your person is a is minister for this, minister for that, minister for this. They have many slots. What has that got to do with you? That you cannot eat three square meal a day. You can't afford it. You can't afford to give your children good education. Your area, the schools that your children are even going, they are dilapidated. No good hospitals, no good roads. Insecurity is the order of the day. Everybody is afraid. So then what is the essence of your person being there in the first place? They cannot even talk on your behalf. You see what is happening at the House of Reps. They are even talking of how to extend their tenure to 6 years. Is that why they are there? They are there because of your own welfare. That your own welfare will be well taken care of. But they are not saying all of those things. It's just because of them and their family. Go and check what they take home as their salary. Whether you want to tell me that out of their salary they will have to give it to you because you are one of them or because they are from your side. No. They want to elongate their tenure so that they will continue to get what they are getting. Whether they stay 2 years, they stay 20 years, just like somebody said, even if somebody who is not serious, even if you give that person 30 years to be there, he will not do anything. So, coming back to what Ohakim is saying, that the political leaders should avoid what happened to the mistake the British made in Northern Ireland, because Nigeria feel like, oh, they have everything, they will be able to crush them. If they want to do anyhow, they will crush them, and it might not turn out to be like that at the end of the day. And the more they do it, the more they are so hostile on the people, the more the people get more strengthened, that no matter what you want to do, because you have kept us in this position for a very long time and we will not take that. And the more you try to tell them that you will continue to marginalize them, the more they are being strengthened. So it is just a word of advice from him that they should just look into all of this. But in my opinion, let the leadership in the Southeast, let them let them lead by example. They need to be at the forefront. But if they believe in something different from what the masses, the people from the Southeast are agitating for, definitely there will be all this back and forth thing. And that's why you see that they don't even respect those leaders, those political leaders in the Southeast. The people don't respect them because they have seen that they don't even represent them in the first place. In the true sense, they are not representing them, they are representing themselves. That's just it. Someone says those who rejoiced over the denial of Igbos in federal allocations, who waited with docility, hoping for handsome compensation, were blinded in their judgment that only Igbos will suffer the aftermath. Today, the entire southern Nigeria is marginalized. The middle belt is pocketed and made to serve as lackeys and messengers. But this state of affairs must give way. Somebody says, this in my opinion is okay, but I realize that this type of articles comes out only when the speaker is former or ex. Someone said, Ohakim said there is no problem with Nigeria except leadership. I disagree. There is a structural imbalance. Let's go back to history. We need current leaders to speak, not former or ex. Wow. It's still the same thing because the person has the right to say whether as being a former governor or being ex, maybe you will be able to make meaning to those ones that are there. But the problem is that when they are there, they will not do the needful. They will not come up with all these things. Nobody will want to listen to them. The ones that are there now, they are behaving as if they don't even understand the language of the people. But as soon as they are out of that place, they will start speaking like people with wisdom, people who know how to go about things. But when they are there, they will not do anything because of how they want to benefit themselves, how they want to satisfy themselves, satisfy their pockets and their own selfish interest. That's it. But after they are out, their eyes will be clear, because they will just like, oh, let me just get what I want to get. If I go out, or let me even acquire what I need to acquire, even if I come out, what I've acquired will be able to sustain me. And that is the mindset of most of them. That is the mindset of most of them. Someone said the only negotiation is granting Biafra independent country. That's all. The only negotiation is referendum. Nice one from the true elite, but the zoo leaders will not listen to you. Our politicians, mostly the presidency, should please take this wise advice from former governor Ohakim, to avoid unnecessary future catastrophe in Nigeria. For those that have ears, let them hear. Hmm. I want a united Nigeria, but not this contraption that looks more like a Fulani Emirate. I believe we can do better as one big nation, but the North, especially President Buhari himself, does everything with impunity to tell you that they are in power and can muzzle you the way they want, and consequently is minus now made it a duty to remind everyone daily without caution that they are the almighty not, and can do whatever they want to do and go free. But unfortunately, we are human, and we will definitely resist enslavement to the point of death. Nepotic sectional leadership and inequality is what is drawing more sympathizer to IPOP. If not refused to change, I am sure Nigeria will witness the Northern Island situation. It doesn't end in flaunting weapons. Let there be fairness and a level playing ground. Together, we can build a nation. A word is enough for the wise. So, guys, what do you think about the call of Ohakim? Do you think they are going to listen to him? Do you think they will even think in his own direction, or do you think they will do better? Let's hear your own comments and let's learn from you. Thank you very much. Bye.